Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Your 1 vs 3 Divine Wind, Death and Taxes. The host Shen, we're currently playing as Borromania. I've just been getting rid of war exhaustion, so it's going down slowly, and putting down rebels. We're down to almost none, which is fantastic. But what we've been doing is giving away territory. So to Georgia, we have given Armenia, Ursurum, and Chaldea. To Karakunlu, we've given Ardabil and Gilan. We're also going to give them Azerbaijan if we ever get that. The Chopin has moved their no, it's still there. Capital's still Azerbaijan. Well, they'll move it somewhere eventually. We gave Bitlis to Iraq just to sort of complete their border, because it looked weird having their border like this. To Syria, we have given Badiat and Al Jauf, so they look fine. Cyprus, we gave Cairo and Giza, and we will eventually give them Alexandria. But as someone pointed out to me, the territory of Fayoum has a new country in it called Egypt that we can release. So after we've converted this territory, we will release Egypt and probably give them... We'll give them like some of this. And that'll be their own thing. It'll be a weird little snaky country, but they'll be fine. Funj, yeah, someone pointed out their land tech and naval tech were both 1. Well, it's already gone up to 2, but whatever. Yeah, they're going to be really weak for a long time. But that's okay. We're slowly going to give them all of this, all the way down to this line right here. So they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They'll have 10 states. They'll be nice and happy. And very weak, but at least they'll be happy. Down here, we've begun converting former Mamluk lands. You can see this territory is already converted to Orthodox. And we're going to release the Mamluks as this state of 4 territories, and then we'll give them some of Ethiopia. If we ever get any Ethiopian lands, they will go to the Mamluks. But that's kind of cool, discovering a new state we're going to release in Egypt. Nothing else changed up here, nothing else changed over here. Still can't release Naples because, yeah. Oh yeah, France pieced out Britain, so we can get our alliance back. Good, good. Broberia declared war on Britain, so if they call us into the war, we're not going to follow. Connacht is wreaking havoc on Ireland, so hopefully they'll be able to spawn and form Ireland. That sort of thing would be cool to watch. Brandenburg annexed Meissen, and they're at war with Mecklenburg, so they'll probably annex Mecklenburg as well. Their infamy is fine. They're at 3.8 out of 32. And Burgundy lost a war to... Was it Austria? Yeah, I think it was Austria. Yeah, it was Austria, and Austria made them spit out Liege, which is Liege and Namur. So their country is cut in half again. No longer with Bar as the separating state, but instead as Liege as the separating state. We claimed Poland's throne. And you can see they still do not have an heir. We claimed it last year, 1651. And the only 2 countries that have claimed it are us and Anhalt. Anhalt is right here. So if this dude dies with no heir, then we'll go to a succession war with Anhalt for a personal union over Poland, which would be fucking fantastic. Bohemia eventually lost their war against Brandenburg. Brandenburg forced them to convert back to Reformed, which sucks, but what are you going to do? Twer, still no forming Russia. That's okay. Hindustan and Ming are going back and forth. Hindustan is about to annex Bihar. You can see they're sieging the last 2 territories that Bihar owns. So once those fall, they'll annex Bihar. But they're losing their war against the Ming, just a little bit, not a whole lot. We put down all the rebellions in the Philippines. We had quite a few. We put down all the rebellions on these islands and on this island. We're still forcefully... we're rush colonizing Boinu, and our colonization range has increased enough to where we can now do this part of Australia. Let me show you. It's now green, so we can reach that far. We can also do this part of New Zealand. But until we finish rush colonizing Boinu, we're not going to bother. Again, the reason we're rush colonizing is so that we don't have to kill the natives, because having territories like Antananarivo, which is 10,000 people, that's really cool. Because that means we have a decent manpower, and once the state becomes more involved in our country and the revolt risk goes down, the tax will actually be decent, rather than a territory like Great Karoo, which is only 2,000 people. There's a difference in having population and not having population. So I don't know, I try to keep the population when it's possible. When it's not possible, we just kill them off, and that's no big loss. Yeah, our vassals are nice and happy. I like them that way. We're going to try to keep them that way. And yeah, we do want to keep them doing their thing. Now let me show you South America. We released Nazca because they only had one territory left that wasn't Orthodox. So I'm like, well, unless their capital spawns in that one territory, then their whole country will be Orthodox. So sure enough, their capital spawned up here in Nazca, and their country is Orthodox. So that's a nice new vassal. We also released Quito, who is also Orthodox. So South America is looking nice. When we get some diplomats, we're going to give Quito this place, Caqueta, and this place, Tombs. And we're going to give Nazca, Puno, and Huancavelica, just to kind of make them, look a little more fleshed out. We might give them Chuquiabos. We'll probably give them Chuquiabos as well. We're not going to give them Caracara or Cusco because they have centers of trade. And I'd like to keep my centers of trade because they're extremely profitable. Go us. And as far as these three, Maynes, Lima, and Huánuco, we'll probably give one of them, probably Huánuco, to Nazca, and the other two will go to Quito because Quito's noticeably smaller. So we'll kind of, carve up whatever's left and just give it to our vassals because we don't need it. And then we'll hold on to the rest of this. There are no more vassals that we can release in South America because we've converted them. They are now Romanian culture. You can't release a vassal if it's Romanian culture. So we kind of screwed that up, but I did not realize that that would be the result. We haven't even started converting Mutapa. This will be, a project down the road. We'll eventually do that, but we just don't have enough missionaries. But for now, we can do a slight change. Can't get any more centralized, can't get any more innovative or fully offensive. We could start going towards naval tech, which would be interesting because it would allow us to adopt some of these ideas, which would make us better in sea battles. Or we could go for something like divine supremacy, which would give bonus tolerance to true faith. I mean, but to do that, you would have to get more narrow-minded. I mean, our technology is pretty decently advanced. Bring that up again. We're pretty decently advanced. I mean, not super advanced. France is right behind us. We're at 35 everything. They're at 34, 35, and 33. But I mean, they're right behind us. Almost all of Europe is right behind us. They're on our coattails, so to speak. Other option would be, well, I guess, yeah, it's pretty much, do you want to go land or do you want to go culture? And for culture, I mean narrow-minded, because we can do the other cultures right now. It's nice. Bill of Rights is nice. Anyway, slider change. Free subjects would add production efficiency. Morale of armies would go up. So essentially, it's just awesome, and it makes your stability not so great. So free subjects it is. And we lose 2 inflation, which I'm not sure is going to help because we do have 3 inflation. All right, so yeah. Progress. But yeah, we can move this slider a little bit. Doesn't need to be negative 0.07 anymore. We'll just make it negative 0. It's fine. We're making so much money, it's ridiculous. And France is back in our alliance. Since they pieced out Britain, we figured we'd get them allied again. Oh shit, my speakers are on. Shut up, speakers. Since we're going to be giving these territories away, I'm going to take my army up to Mexico, to here. No, maybe we'll go here instead. And yeah, other than that, things are looking good. You're going to go chill there. No, why don't you chill in Caracara instead? Can you handle 30 people? Yes, you can. Good. I'm trying to figure out where to put my armies, what do you call them? Rebel patrols. Rebel patrol. Ah, magistrates. We spent a bunch of magistrates to get a new statesman. We're gonna keep the what is this dude called? He is a theologian. We're gonna keep him because he's making our missionaries more successful. But the stability guy we can probably get rid of. It's just a matter of what do we want instead of stability. Sorry. I usually go with a natural scientist or a philosopher. Prestige is always nice, but this guy gives a little prestige too. So we'll probably go for a natural scientist. Let's just throw some fuckers out there. Otherwise we could do some buildings, but we can always do buildings later. No rush on buildings. Oh yeah, Prussia won a war against Morocco, and Prussia took this territory, Västerbotten, which I think was in Swedish control, but Sweden for some reason was on the same side as Morocco in that war, so Morocco just pieced it out by giving it to them. And Iraq now has a proper fleet. Good for you, Iraq, with your one coastal province. Yeah, Iraq is huge. Iraq has 11 provinces, but that's just the way they were released. There wasn't much we could do about that. You guys have enough support here? Oh yeah, 35 support, plenty. Alright, I'll put you on Hunt Rebels, and I think we can walk through Roburian lands. Yes, we can. So he should be able to hunt back and forth, no problem. Nazca wants access. Yeah, because they have to go through our lands to get... Maybe we'll just give them Cuyo. I mean, what's the point of having Cuyo? Yeah, we'll just give them Cuyo. I mean, it's just... Stupid Roberia took Copiapo. I mean, I can understand why they took it. It's just annoying to have to go around. And rebels. Never-ending rebels. And our fleet, of course, is in the Philippines, so... Come on, fleet. We have a job to do. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to bring you back to show you what's been going on. I've been playing for a while, just, you know, watching YouTube videos in the background while I play. It's a fun way to game. Just whatever. Getting some cores. We're getting cores all over South Africa. Let me show you. See? Most of this area is now core, which is fine. We're going to give it away anyway, but, you know, cores, it's good. Oh, we have a diplomat. Good, good. Okay, let's give you Cuyo so you can walk around. Cuyo. Por favor, Cuyo. Bingo. There, because they don't have access through Roberia, so they might as well be able to walk this way. And that was our only diplomat. That's the tough part of Hunt Rebels. That's the tough part of having vassals when you want to give them territory, stuff like that. Is just not enough diplomats just to do all this shit. You know, I mean, getting these lands to all these people over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was 8 diplomats we needed just to give all this shit away. I mean, that's ridiculous. And down here, another 2. Another assimilation in Boina. So the natives there are becoming more accommodated to the colonists. And Hindustan's doing stuff. Land tech goes up. Hooray. Autosaves are taking forever. Oh yeah, that's right. We issued a warning to the Golden Horde, so if they declare war on anyone, we can go to war with them. The only reason I want to do that is to give Varanze some more land. Specifically, I want to give them these 3 provinces, Bersh, Mordvar, and Sarato, because that would isolate Golden Horde's capital of Sarai, and then they would move their capital somewhere else. Then we could give Sarai to our vassal. So that'd be nice having our vassal, you know, just cover the Caspian Sea. That'd be cool. Have you guys moved your capital yet? No. God damn it, move your damn capital. I'm kind of are you still at war with Japan? You are. Let's see if we can start administration. Yeah. Failed. Come on. There we go. Let's take a look and see how that war is going. Oh, it's going fine. Japan's just stuck down here in this corner. Iraq has violated our sphere of influence. Oh, come on, Iraq. Come on, don't be that way. Oh, Syria and Jerusalem have the same leader, Saud. Well, not the same leader, but the same dynasty. It's kind of cool. He was the Mamlukian leader for ages, but we kind of killed off the Mamluks. Well, at least that family line lived on in these two states. Oh, I noticed, let's get a marriage with Cyprus. Yes, yes. I noticed, what the hell was I going to say? Oh yeah, Austria now has an Oldenburg as a leader. And Oldenburg happens to be very popular. He's also the same leader in Prussia, well, the same dynasty in Prussia, and Aachen and Hesse and Ulm. And even though Oldenburg is no more, they were annexed by Munster. Even though that took place, they still managed to live on. So the Oldenburg dynasty, and it's like we don't own Oldenburg anymore, but we now own Prussia and Austria. So I mean, that's kind of cool. You can claim that kind of shit, you know. Getting more cores, good, good. Still no diplomats though. There's just a bunch of rebels. We converted more of these lands, good, good. Making progress in Africa. Everyone's happy about that. And Funj will hopefully start converting this shit because we didn't bother. Oh yeah, they are. Did you see that? Funj has a little herpader there converting stuff. Good. Good for you, Funj. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys in for a few minutes to show you what's going on. And as things progress, our vassals will become more powerful. I want Karakunu to be cool. I mean, their land tech is decent, 16. Georgia's land tech is right on par with ours, 32. So we're going to make sure they're powerful. Iraq, sucks to be them. Their land tech sucks. Syria is fine. Jerusalem's fine. Cyprus is really good. So we'll try to keep some vassals as strong as possible. But others, I mean, come on. These African ones, 11, 10, they're never going to be strong. Not like Morocco, Atlantic 34, but whatever, we're going to keep our vassals anyway. These guys probably absolute shit. Oh, great, Atlantic 0, that's even better. These guys, oh, at least Quito has Atlantic 7. You know, at least that's something. But these guys, Atlantic 0, come on. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this short little update. I'm not going to do any more episodes of this today unless something amazing happens. I'm just going to be fast-forwarding time and building our new navy here, because you know we're building a whole buttload of shit, Chebecs and war galleons and merchantmans. We're just building a whole bunch of shit because we need it and because our economy can support it. Even though we're way over our support limit for land, well, for land we're almost perfect, but for ships we're way over. Maybe we will start going naval focused so that we can get more ships. I don't know. We'll look into it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this short episode today. Just giving you guys an insight into the happenings after that last holy war. Our people are like still just astounded at that holy war, the way it went, the annexation of so much land, and then we gained so much infamy, and the people were just terrified of our leader. And then our leader said, well, it's time for everyone to do their own thing. So he just gave away a buttload of land. And this was our leader who was, you know, pressed into this war from a very young age. Remember, we had a regency for ages and ages, and I was afraid that we wouldn't have time to even do the Holy War. So the people were talking to him and putting pressure on him, and the regency was telling him, the moment you take over, you have to declare war. And he did, you know, the pressure was on, and he fucking did it, man. Look at the conquest over here against Morocco, and into the Chopinids land. Look at all that shit we took from them. Pushed the line all the way to there. And Egypt, wow, Egypt is gone. Everything they had is gone. The Mamluks, I mean. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave some comments, leave some ratings, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.